Before Welpol, life was a bit of a roller coaster, to be honest with you. I've always been a confident person, but these guys give me the confidence to kind of put that to good use in the business life.
I'm Danielle. Me and my partner George run Welpol Contract Cleaning Greater London, and we've been doing it for around a year now.
We started off just in Kent and Romford, and we picked up pretty well.
The vision, I think, for me was when starting off was to kind of be able to grow with the business.
And with Welpol, we've managed to do that. So we now have 5 of us working in management. We've got a nice office environment and working with a team.
So I'm Abby and I'm the franchisee for Liverpool. I started with no clients, we started beginning. We set a target for year 1 and 2, and I think it's up to year 5 now. So first year I think we did that in probably 6 months for the first year.
So I'm Luke. I am a franchisee for Welpol Contract Cleaning. I own the Chester, Ellesmere Port and the North Wales area. So the first year was pretty steady, getting to know the business, getting to know, the basics, shall we say, the quoting.
We've had training to help us obviously before we launched with our territory, so you're kind of not just going in blind, so you're getting a lot of support.
But when you do decide that you want to purchase the franchise head office here, they will set up training for you remotely. So that's your first week's training. They will then organise a day to come into the office, so then you can get familiar with all the systems.
Welpol Manager it's our bespoke CRM that the guys at Welpol have developed for us, and it helps massively. Regards to the clients, you have a whole pipeline from booking in your first inquiry, noting that, to booking in your implementation meetings, getting the contract signed, to note everything moving forward.
One rewarding part that I think everyone will experience of this is when you get your first client. It's really exciting. Clients can be so different, the facilities can be very different, sites are very different. There's always new challenges that you come up with, but you always get through them. And the good thing is, not just my team, but if I needed to reach out to anyone at head office, at the team, I know there's always that support there, so it's kind of reassuring to know.
I think what stood out with Welpol with me was the way they operate as a franchise. They don't feel too commercial. You can talk to them, you can get the support you need.
We've always had a great relationship with all the team, so it's never been too scary, because you lean on them and you get that reassurance, you get that confidence, and you slowly build your confidence over time.
Head office are fantastic, they always have been. Reece will pick up the phone any time that you call, and that's the same with everybody in head office, whether that's to do with health and safety, recruitment, quotes, insurance, everything. They're there very quickly with the answer that you need.
The team here are not just sitting around. I'm actively getting calls and emails all the time, pushing us forward, giving us leads, helping us out, looking at pricing, looking at issues we might be facing on a day-to-day to try to smooth them out, and I think that's key. I don't think we would have grown efficiently without it, especially the type of clientele we now have. Big, massive, multi-million, if not multi-billion pound companies that, they're looking at this stuff. It's all about the accreditation, especially the ISO accreditations we've got for environmental management and health and safety.
I think when I first started, it was like, I've got to do this, and what does that look like? But now when you do it and you kind of get that confidence, it's really enjoyable.
Your world's your oyster, basically. When you're your own boss, there's not really any limits to how much you can grow. It's what you want to make of it, really, isn't it?
I can kind of work around my lifestyle, basically, and it just really works with kind of being flexible with kind of when I can do my site visits, and I have my certain days, and with my team we just kind of adapt it.
I work from home all the time. My life revolves around really school times, so it does fit in. It's perfect for my life. Some days I'm running around like a headless chicken, sometimes I'm watching Real Housewives.
Obviously we have a team as well, so we lean on each other, so if I don't know, if my week changed from what it looks like, we would lean on each other.
We focus our business now not only on growth but on retention, so we build up rapport with our team, our clients, and that helps us excel. I
like going out and communicating, meeting people, so I think that's one of the things that I really enjoy. With being a franchisee of this is nice, because when you're doing your site visits, you're meeting new people all the time, you're going to different sites, different venues, they're all very different as well, so you get some really interesting ones and you build some really good relationships as well.
If you build that relationship, you've got a long-standing customer.
There's so many franchisees, and it's quite nice because you build relationships with other franchisees, and you can, even if that's a phone call, and just checking in and seeing how things are going. So it's nice to kind of lean on other franchisees to kind of have that relationship and understanding.
I think after 6 months, I think you're seeing good profit coming through the door.
It's achievable, you know, it works around your life. It's just what you want to make of it.
Because we've got our recruitment so good now, we've got our good team in place. In the last 2 years, we've spent time doing that. We can now excel in growth. So, you know, when we're quoting a lot more jobs than we've ever done, and we're ready to now move on onto them jobs and get them done.